Now, after viewing our next story, I am sure your response would probably be, what a disgusting and horrifying experience. I'm sure you'll say that. Now, the story is about a 55-year-old man, Samaila Muhammad, of Walo village in Kaura, Namoda local government area of Zamfara state, whose arms were amputated by terrorists, leaving him with a lifelong traumatic deformity. He was recently attacked by the terrorists in his village alongside his younger brother, who also survived the brutality with severe injuries. Over to Jamilu Ibrahim for details of this heartbreaking story of a peasant farmer whose life has suddenly taken a turn for the worse. Viewers' discretion is hereby advised.
Though the protracted security challenges have over the years subjected many people in Zamfara state to all sorts of persecution and humiliation, the ordeal of a 55-year-old peasant farmer and mason, Samaila Muhammad, whose hands were recently amputated by terrorists, appears very distinctive and unusual. The victim, who hails from Walo village in Kauranamu, the local government area of Zamfara state, is currently receiving treatment at a hospital in the area. The victim, who calmly narrates how the heartbreaking incident happened, says he and his younger brothers chased some hoodlums who came to steal poultry in their house at about 11 p.m. on the fateful day.
As we were going home, I had an encounter with a group of terrorists moving some herds of animals. "Where are you going to?" one of them asked me. "I'm going home," I replied them. He just brought out a dagger and stabbed me here and subsequently cut off my right and left arms respectively. My younger brother, who hid in a nearby farm, came out hurriedly to my rescue when he overheard me screaming. He was not also spared by the terrorists as they hit him on the chest and broke his hand.
As if that was not enough, the terrorist also stabbed the double amputee on his back and the head. Samaila, who has 2 wives and 6 children, says he has taken his ordeal in good faith.
I'm grateful to Almighty Allah for surviving the attack. As a Muslim, I believe in destiny. There was nothing I could have done to prevent it.
Younger brother of the double amputee, who also survived the terrorist brutality with some fractures and wounds, decried what he termed as incessant deadly attacks on their community and appealed for decisive measures to tackle the menace.
The havoc wreaked by the terrorists on our community is better imagined than told.
Medical director of the hospital, Dr. Osman Kabiru, says the double amputee and his younger brother are responding to treatment.
He's doing well. You know, it's something you have to give him some time, even psychologically. Now, if you ask him to go back to the village now immediately, which he can go and be coming for dressing, still that psychological trauma of those people he have seen and what they have done to him, he cannot bear it to stay in the village with those 2 hands.
Dr. Kabir, who described the case as first of its kind received by the hospital in recent years, says the victim requires effective counseling and support.
Muhammad will become dependent on the society because he cannot do anything for himself, because he lost the hands. He needs assistance from the government, non-governmental, even individual, to see how he can continue sustaining his life. Those athletic new rubber hand, they used to supply and fix at least to reduce some psychological trauma from him of seeing he doesn't have hand when everybody has his own. They can assist him to get those ones.
Meanwhile, Zamfara State Police Command says the incident has not been officially reported to the police.
However, the police command, on seeing this unfortunate incident trending on social media, swung into action and drafted police tactical operatives who are currently working tirelessly to ensure that the perpetrators of this dastardly crime have been apprehended.
The victims are expected to be discharged from the hospital within the next few days, but they have ruled out the possibility of them going back to their village thereafter.
Ugly, sad and worrisome development indeed.